knockout Stephanie Nation from Orlando, Florida. Kim-Terrell gets us started. Winner to the championship round. Loser, finished for the tournament.
Come on, hit.
One-game match. Great start for Kim-Terrell from Antioch, California, near San Francisco. She takes on Clara-Guerrero here. Became a great champion in the days of the PWBA Tour. 40 years old. To be married this fall. Very exciting time in her life. Head-to-head with one of the top young guns in the world, literally. Just 24 years old, recent graduate of Wichita State. A great shot for Clara-Guerrero. 10 down in the pit once again. A release point, perfect approach, and that is what you want in the 1-3 pocket. All 10 down. Perfect shot, Kim-Terrell in the pocket, slams 10 down into the pit. And Chris, her looks good so far.
Absolutely. You know, when you take that game off, sometimes you're a little bit worried about how much the lanes might have changed while you're gone. She seems to have moved in just a couple of boards, has basically the same reaction as she did when she left. She's going to be really tough.
Clara comes off the 188-154 win over Stephanie Nation. Looks outstanding in that first match. Can she keep up the consistency against the great Kim-Terrell? Get some late help. And for now, the answer is yes. Great start from each of our bowlers here in Vegas. Much more to come. Its fastest growing varsity. Each of our bowlers here tonight in Las Vegas. The USBC Women's Challenge presented by Geico continues. Each have 2 strikes to begin this match. The winner's off to the championship show. Loser is done for this competition. The great Kim-Terrell will resume action here. 3rd frame. Looking for another strike to begin the match.
That's not very good, Kim. And I'm sorry I stepped on you.
Turned out pretty well, Chris, didn't it?
Yeah, you can't ask for a better result than that, but you knew she didn't like it. Right off her hand, you can watch it double dribble just a little bit. She lost it off her hand. It was inside her target as well. Sometimes 2 wrongs do make a right.
Picture perfect release, and she'll gladly take what she thought was a bad shot for all 10 down to the pitch. She's got a turkey. First 3 strikes. We'll see if Clara, the youngster from Colombia, can match with 3 in a row.
Come on, push. Come on.
Will get laid help on number 4 and a big strike.
Well, Clara's staying with her, but if the pattern holds true, Kim would emerge victorious in this match, because each week of this series, an ex-PWBA star has gone up against an amateur, and each time they've won. Leanne Barrett beats Sarah Vargas, Cara Honeychurch beat Deandra Beatty, and Carolyn Doran-Ballard beats Shannon Pluhowski, all to reach the final.
Leanne, Cara, Carolyn, all to that championship show. Which bowler from this match will join them? That's the question. Look out through the nose, and a very difficult split for Kim-Terrell to deal with.
Well, and this shot just goes high. It's a little bit softer than the shot before. She got it off her hand a lot better, but it wasn't as aggressive. It looked like she was a little more careful. She was trying a little bit. It's better for her to be aggressive and be committed.
How does she go at the 4-6, Chris?
Hard and straight, and you hope for a prayer.
Looking to knock it off the back of the pit. Won't happen for open frame.
Well, she's done awfully well through the first couple of shots. The lanes must be changing a little bit.
Single TV lane format here. They've taken the catwalk and turned it into a bowling lane. Without 2 lanes, oil transition much different. Breakdown happens at a different rate. It's been a challenge for these bowlers to pick it up and be 1 step ahead of the game.
Come back.
10 pin.
Chris, maybe you could explain the difference between being a professional and being out on tour and being an amateur, and is that maybe the reason why the experienced players are having more success here?
Well, certainly anytime the professionals, on a week-in, week-out basis, when there was a tour, there was an opportunity to make shows. Most of the girls that are here were making 3, 4, 5 shows a year. They've been here a whole lot more. They've seen more atmospheres, not maybe as unique as this, certainly, but they've dealt with the adrenaline, the distractions, and the last-minute adjustments that all happen during a TV show that you don't have to deal with during a normal practice session or a tournament.
Big difference. Entirely different setting. Just gets aside of the 10-pin, takes care of the mark there in her 4th frame to keep the lead. Clara-Guerrero head-to-head with Kim-Terrell. Young gun, the old guard. Which one takes it and makes the championship show? We find out from Vegas. Welcome back, everyone. Look at this unique setting. A shopping mall where 40,000 shoppers come through every day in this enormous center right off the Vegas Strip. Women's challenge rolls on. Kim-Terrell. 6-10. Chris, what happened?
Yeah, it looks like the same thing, really. Again, it looked like she liked that shot right off her hand. It picks up in the front of the lane. She's fortunate that this 4-pin falls this time, so she didn't have another split and let Clara get too far away from her.
Two.
Lines herself up well and takes care of the 6-10. So, Tom, I'm interested in your opinion on why the veterans have had so much success on these shows.
You know, I think it's because their tour was taken away from them. They were professionals. They were week to week, and it was just ripped away from them when the tour folded. And now they've got a chance to be back on the stage again, and they're going to make the most out of it. And I really think that's the deal.
Yeah, I agree totally. It's really a nice environment for them. It's nice to be back on stage where a lot of them belong.
We have assembled 16 of the world's best female bowlers. One of those, Clara-Guerrero. That's going way high. Avoids a dangerous split. Could have been a lot worse. There are some of her bowling colleagues, including Chris's wife, Linda. Seen them all here in action in Las Vegas in this series of 5 shows here on ESPN2, all leading to the championship show. USBC Women's Challenge. Chance for $25,000. Great exposure for the women's game. Clara-Guerrero, just 24 years old, recent graduate of Wichita State. Takes care of the mark in her 5th frame and maintains the lead on the veteran Kim-Terrell. Will be 41 this year. Very exciting time for her, as we mentioned. Getting married soon. Leanne Baird, who has made the championship round, will be in her wedding. So these bowlers, many of whom, especially Tom and the old guard, I hate to use the word old too much, but they've been around a lot. Pro bowlers themselves in the days of the tour, very good friends. Chance for them to get reacquainted as well. Reacquainted
for sure, and you know, it's really interesting that their husbands, fiancés, boyfriends, they're all really involved with bowling themselves. It's really a close-knit family, all in the bowling community.
This is a great shot here. She just moved left about 3 boards. You can see more angle through the front of the lane. Got it left to right. Ball stored energy. At the end of the lane, bang.
Clara-Guerrero from Colombia, South American star. 6th frame up 11. A little high. Avoids what would have been a disastrous split. Just a 4 for her for a